My name is Paola and I'm a yoga teacher in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And today I'm so excited to be here with you sharing my practice. Get ready to sweat, to stretch, and just enjoy yourself. So let's begin on our down dog. And remember, your down dog looks like an inverted V. If your heels are now flat on the mat, feel free to bend the knees, taking the chest a little closer to your thighs. And now see if you can bring the heels flat to the mat. And if your feet are still not flat on the mat, that's fine. Just make sure that you keep pressing the mat away, sending the hips as high as possible. Relaxing your head, your face, your neck. And just breathing here. And now start walking your dog, coming high on the toes. Stretching the hamstrings. Breathing in here. I woke up this morning with a stuffy nose, so I'm sorry about that. And just stay connected to your breath. Now bring both heels back to the mat and come high on the toes. Bend the knees and take your chest a little closer to your thighs, sending the hips a little bit higher. Now bring both heels back to the mat. Inhale, sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky. Come high on the toes of the left foot. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to chest. Round the spine. Shift the weight forward, so stacking the shoulders on top of the wrist. Keep pushing the mat away. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, sweep your right leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. And step your right leg through. Crescent lunge, come all the way up. Strong on the left toes. Reach the arms forward, take the left hand to the inside of the right leg. Right arm reaches up, look at the right fingertips. Low lunge twist. Water wheel, come up. And keep stretching in opposite directions all the way from the midline. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left arm reaches back. Come back to center. Transitioning into reverse Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left hand goes to the mat, right arm reaches up, left leg comes up. Hips are square. Avoid sinking into the right hip. Engage your left inner thigh. Now take your right hand to the mat. Stack the hips on top of each other. Facing the left side of the mat. Stay or take a bind. If you have a bind, release. Take your left hand back to the mat, square your hips, and now step your left leg back, coming back into your crescent lunge. Come all the way up. And now take the left knee and toes to the mat, coming into a supported low lunge. Sending the hips forward and up, opening the psoas. Take your hands to the mat and then slowly start straining in the right leg, coming into the left knee. Flex the right foot so that way you're stretching the right hamstring, stacking the left hip on top of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly start falling forward. Keep a straight back, half split. If you have full split in your practice, take your full split. So in here you have different options. So one of the options is to pivot the left foot out. With the right hand, grab the inside of the right foot and then swing your right leg all the way up. Coming into a camel split. Another option is to bend the knee, kick into the right hand, taking the back bending here, for your tiger pose. And when you're ready, release. Come back into your tabletop. And now push yourself up. Coming into a camel. So either take your hands to your hips, or you can take your right hand to your right heel, left hand, left heel, send the hips forward, open the heart, breathe in here. Keep sending the hips forward. And when you're ready to come up, take your hands back to your hips, come back into your tabletop, tuck your toes, and push yourself back into your down dog. Reconnect to your breath in here. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, sweep your left leg all the way up to the sky. Come high on the toes of the right foot. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, sweep your left leg all the way back and up. Exhale, knee to nose, one more time. Step your left leg through, come into your crescent lunge. Find your balance. Strong on the right toes. Reach the arms forward, lift up your hips. Right hand goes to the inside of the left foot, left arm reaches up. Keep looking at your left fingertips. Water wheel, come up. The left hand, right knee, right arm reaches back. Transitioning into your reverse Ardha Chandrasana, right hand to the mat, left arm reaches up, right leg goes up. Keep your hips square. Engage your right inner thigh. Now take your left hand back to the mat, right arm reaches up, stacking the hips on top of each other. Keep the right inner thigh engaged. Take a bind if you have one. So release the bind. Take your right hand back to the mat, square the hips, step your right leg back, and come into a supported low lunge, framing the left leg, come up. Keep sending your hips forward and up, stacking the left knee on top of the left heel. Now take your hands to the mat and start coming into the right knee, straining in the left leg. Flex the foot so you stretch the left hamstring. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly start falling forward. Sending your left hip back and your right hip forward. Avoid rounding the spine. And just breathing here. Lift up the chest halfway. Option to stay or take your camel split. Right foot faces out. With the left hand, we grab the left foot and we swing the left leg up. Another option is to take your tiger pose by kicking into the left hand. Take it back bending here. And just breathe. And when you're ready, bring both hands and knees to the mat. Push yourself up, camel pose. So take your hands to your hips or take your hands to the heels, sending the hips forward. Opening the chest, opening your heart chakra, your throat chakra. And just be mindful of the spine. When you're ready to come up, take your hands to your hips and then come up. Coming back into your tabletop, tuck your toes and push yourself into your downward facing dog. Find stillness or walk your dog. And just do you. Do whatever feels good for you in here. Connecting to your breath. Bring both heels back to the mat. Bring your feet a little closer together. Sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky. Open the hips and bend the knee. Make circles with the knee. So big and round circles. Go around the opposite way. Connecting breath and movement. Find stillness, look under your left arm and flip your dog. Right leg goes to the mat, right arm reaches up, sending the hips as far up as you can. Bring the hips back to the mat, push yourself back up, bring him down, bring him up. Take your right hand all the way back to the mat, right leg reaches up and thread the needle, right leg under the left arm, sending the right leg as far up as you can, left arm reaches up. Lift the leg where it is. Square the hip. Left hand goes to the mat. Chaturanga. Push yourself up. Kick your right leg all the way up to the sky. And step your right leg through. And come into your warrior two. Remember your alignment. Your front heel is on top of your right heel. And your front heel should be in line with the arch of your back foot. Flip your right hand. Reach forward. And now reach back. Reverse your warrior. Come back to center. Cartwheel the arms down. Sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky. And take a three-leg vinyasa or a regular vinyasa. And we meet in downward facing dog. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, sweep your left leg all the way up to the sky. Open the hips, bend the knee, and make circles with the knee. Stay connected to your breath. Go around the opposite way. Find stillness, look under the right arm, flip your dog. Bring the hips back to the mat. Kick your hips all the way up. Come back down. Come up. Come down. Come up. Take your left hand back to the mat. Left leg reaches all the way up to the sky. Thread the needle. Left leg under the right arm. Right arm reaches up. Lift the leg where it is. Right hand goes back to the mat. Square the hips. Chaturanga. Push yourself up. Kick your left leg all the way up to the sky. And step your left leg through. And open into your warrior two on the left side. Remember your alignment. Flip your left hand. Reach forward. And reach back. Come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down, frame the left leg. Sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky and take your vinyasa. Or skip your vinyasa. And we all meet in downward facing dog for 5 breaths in here. Come into your child's pose, knees mat width apart, toes to touch. Send your hips to your heels, and now take the arms around the legs or reach the arms forward. Whenever you're ready, push yourself up. So lay flat on the mat. And take your hands under your glutes, sending the legs all the way up. And now start scissoring the legs. 1 inch at a time. Keep the core engaged. Come all the way down, hover a few inches off the mat, and then slowly come back up. Let's do this 10 times. So that's 9, 8, keep breathing in here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the knees back to the chest, give yourself a hug, rock side to side, if that feels good, to massage your lower back. Maybe close your eyes in here as we slowly start coming to the end of the practice. And now take the arms by the sides and drop both knees towards the right side, looking over the left shoulder and keeping the left shoulder on the mat for a gentle twist. Bring both knees back to center. And now take the knees to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. Bring the knees back to center. Now give yourself a hug. And take your forehead towards the knees, rounding the spine. Engage in the core. Slowly release. Now take your legs to the front of the mat, preparing for your final Shavasana, letting the armpits breathe. Windshield your feet mat width apart. And just allow yourself to relax in here. Closing the eyes. Allowing this moment to connect to your inner self, your inner strength. And remember that you are beautiful the way you are. You are brave, you are strong, you are fearless, you are worthy, you are enough, you are unstoppable. So stay on your Shavasana for as long as you want. So that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone enjoyed today's class. Feel free to leave me some comments, give me some feedback. Let me know if there's any specific poses you would like me to integrate to our practice. And as always, I'm honored to be here with all of you. Looking forward to seeing you all. Have a wonderful day. Delighting me, honors delighting you. Namaste.